Oh, I love a wood fire. This is the Green Stove Defender. 304 stainless steel. You guys can see the damper on the door there. This is an unusual stove. 350 bucks. Very, very nice. This is all 304 stainless steel. You guys can see the vents on the side. The first four, I'll show you with the poker so I don't burn myself. The first four of these louvers here draw air through the bottom here. They're hollow up into the burn chamber. And it circulates the air around. And then it forces it back along here. There's a plate that goes about here all the way back to about here. It forces the heat around in there and the smoke, and then it goes back through here. And these ones suck air in from the top, and it actually reburns the smoke before it comes back through and up through the pipe. So you're getting basically what's essentially a double burn. And this thing is pretty cool looking. Once it gets going, it sounds like a freight train. You guys can see all the little vents there on the top. And then vents mean that you don't have to have a damper pipe or a flue pipe. You don't need that little lever. You just control the oxygen with the front, load it up. This thing is nice and warm all the time. It only takes about 10 seconds to light it, and this thing holds the heat. Now, granted, I'm only in the S'mores Frontiers tent. This is TC cotton canvas. A lot of people don't like TC canvas. It's not like actual canvas. The polyester count is higher on these. Makes it lighter and stronger. You guys can see the weaving, but it's lighter and stronger than canvas. It holds the heat a lot better. It does really great in the wind. Yeah, this is my hot tent setup here. See, this is about the amount of wood I'll burn through here in about a week in this tent. It has a window on each side there, and a window that you can actually guy out. It has like a gusseted flap over the top. You can zip that down or leave it open if it's raining. Let some fresh air in here. I prefer to leave it open even in wintertime when there's snow coming down. Leaves a little bit of air come through here. You can see I have foam gym mats. First, because there's no floor in a hot tent. And basically what I do is I put a tarp down. Cheap old blue tarp. And buy about $26 in rubber floor mats here. These interlocking ones. Puzzle mats people call them for their gym floors. And it makes the floor a little softer. Keeps me up off the ground. Makes a little thermal barrier. Then that's it basically. Every day I fold my cot out. I usually keep it closed up. When I wake up, I fold it back up. There's not a whole lot of space in this tent. This tent is only 7 by 7. And about 4 feet tall. There's a pole on the other side of that and the pole in the center here. It does have 3 vents there and they're always open. Let some oxygen in. But I always close my cot up in the morning when I'm done. That way I can move around the tent here a little bit better, and I just stow my cot back in its bag over there. Yeah, believe it or not, guys, this little thing here, this here is a cot. And it actually folds all back up into there. A little space-saving cot there. I keep a jug of water with me and my thermos. And that's the bag that comes with the green stove. Keep some sterno with me in case I can't get the stove going and I want to heat up a cup of coffee quick. That's basically all I take with me. Occasionally I'll take a solar panel and a generator with me, but solar generator, not an electric generator. Yeah, this is what I use. Currently it's about 75 degrees in here. And I light this up at night before I go to sleep. Then I let it go out while I'm sleeping. I mean, you guys, hot tenon, you don't run your wood stove all night long. Generally, you heat this up to cook on. This stove has a little bit of an odd design because of the plate that goes through there. Forces the stovepipe forward. But it's still doable. You can see I do make coffee on it at night in the morning. And I can fry up some stuff. I put my pan right up on there. It doesn't have an issue. You just got to be mindful of the pipe here. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Now you can't fold this bad boy up. And it weighs about 30 pounds because it's pretty heavy duty built. You can see all the rivets all the way around it. And it does got a nice patina. It doesn't stay shiny stainless steel like some of you guys are probably wondering why it's not sparkly, shiny, brand new looking. But stainless steel gets this cool little patina from the heat. But yeah, it stays about 75 degrees in here. But basically, getting back to what I said, what I do is I cook on this at about 5 o'clock at night. Have supper and stuff. And I fold out my cot, lay my sleeping bag and my pad down. And after I'm done eating, I take that green pot there and I put some hot coals in it from the wood stove here. And I use this here little scraper here that comes with winter well stoves. And the stove scraper that comes with this one actually is this thing. And it works. It does its purpose. And it has like this nice little, I don't know if you guys can see it, this little loop here. You can like slide in there to open this up. But it's still not very substantial. It's cool looking, but it ain't substantial like the winter well one is. But anyways, I scraped some hot coals into that green pot right there. And then I put a lid on it. And then I run that inside my sleeping bag and warm it up a little bit. And then I take my coffee pot, which is on the left-hand side there, and I fill up this here thermos full of hot water. Put the lid back on and stick that down at my toe end of my sleeping bag. And then I crawl into my sleeping bag. And the combination of the hot water in the bottle and what I just did warms it up pretty nice. And I let this thing go out during the night. I don't sleep with a wood stove on. Some people do. I don't. And then about 5 o'clock in the morning when I wake back up, I roll my sleeping bag back up, fold my cot up every morning. Like I said, so I have more space in here to move around. And I light my stove back up, make breakfast. Some people, guys, probably leave this on a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that can happen in the middle of the night. You can get a windstorm come in. And these pipes ain't guyed out. There's no way to guy them out. And you don't want section pipe breaking off in the windstorm and falling down on top of your tent. You have a problem real quick. So that's what I do. For you guys interested in the hot tening challenge, that starts next month. Second Saturday, should I say. You guys are more than welcome to come on out. We're going to be camping November and December is the hot tening challenge. You guys are more than welcome to come out this on the weekends and try out a hot tent. We have a couple here that are a little less rugged and more glamping for some of you people that are not really into the whole hot tenting thing here. You guys can see the inside of the burn chamber. But yeah, you're more than welcome to come out anytime you want. Check this out. I can teach you a little bit of bushcraft, teach you how to maintain your stove here. And basically what we do here at the club. And you could then move that lid out of the way here and open this door up here. Come out here and wake up to this nice view that we all wake up to. And there's nothing cooler than that. Wake up to this. You're more than welcome to come out. I said, step out of here and show you guys the outside. My solo stove. This is my winter campsite here. That's all we got here with this one. As you can see, it's burning pretty good. Tony is way over there next to the pool in the black hot tent. There's lots of campsites here, so you guys are more than welcome to come out. But this is basically my winter home here. Even though I have a home right up there, this is much more my speed here. Take you guys for a walk here quick. Show you some of the other kind of tents here we got here. Now we got different styles, of course. This here is a 5-person yurt tent, otherwise known as a bell tent. They have these windows at the bottom here. You guys got to be mindful of the guy lines here. I generally put lights onto the side that people are going to be walking past at night, so you can see. This one I have a winter well stove in. You can see that view you wake up to. Nothing better than that. Now this one here is made out of a denier, a 640 denier. It's real strong and heavy. Waterproof, of course. You guys can see the vents. Attempt to open this with one hand here. So you can see what it looks like on the inside here. This is how this one's set up. And this one has a floor. You guys that are afraid of bugs getting up through, you don't really like roughing it. You guys can see the windows here. It has 4 windows, and that thing there rolls up. That's a skylight. Now you could stand up in here in the middle. If you're 6'1" like I am, just fine. And there's one cot in here. This one sleeps 4 if you're not using cots. But most people ask for a cot, and I put lights on everything. Things solar. And this one here, this is the Po Molly. This is a teepee style hot tent. It has a removable witch's cap. Now this here is actual canvas. And these are the doors on the canvas one here. Now this one, when it's in winter mode, actually, you just use the outside of the tent here, this canvas part here. But in summer mode, or fall mode here, when there's still bugs, people usually use this inner here. And I put the inner inside here. You guys can see how big this is in here. You can stand up in here no problem. And this sleeps 4 with the inner in, and 6 without the inner end, but there's no floor, and a lot of people get upset. They don't like that. You can leave this like this, or you can roll this back on both sides if you want to enjoy the view. Teepees are great, especially hot tent teepees, because they hold the heat real well, and they don't move around in the wind at all. They're rock solid because of the conical shape. But this one stands about 8 feet tall. Like I said, 4 or 5 people get in there, no sweat. If you're laying on mats or air mattresses, you can fit a queen size air mattress in there and a table, 2 chairs with your wood stove, maybe a little TV if you're bringing a TV with. This one only has 4 guy lines to worry about tripping over in the middle of the night. Excuse me. Anybody interested in trying any of these out, feel free to come on out. We'll hook you up, give you a tent for the weekend, and a stove so you're not freezing. You can come experience hot tenting like the rest of us do here. I said Tony is currently here. He'll be here till the end of November, I believe he said. But just be mindful of the guy lines. You can see they come out a great deal all the way around. This is my tent here. This is the gusset wind that I was talking about. You can see there's gussets on both sides. You can leave that open while it's snowing or raining. And most hot tents have skirts here. These are sod skirts or snow skirts, some people call them. You can stake them out at the corners here, where my foot is here. Or you can just do what I do for some wood or rocks or stones or dirt, whatever you want, around that. And that basically seals off